Hey, Max Leeds. So, in all my years of training individuals, teaching classes, helping to motivate and inspire individuals, I have come across many different fitness personalities, but I also realize that each person usually will go into one or more of these particular categories. So, I want to talk today about the different fitness personalities that I've come across, and I'm pretty sure many of you have come across, whether you're a trainer, an instructor, or you're a person just taking a class. The first personality is the soldier. Now, the soldier is that person that follows instructions, they follow directions, they do basically whatever it is asked of them. So, this is usually the ideal client for a trainer or a group fitness instructor. Even people who work out on their own, they're also soldiers as well. The only difference is that they're getting their instructions from themselves, or maybe if they're following some sort of workout program, they're getting their instructions from some sort of external source. The second personality is one that I like to call the got hit quitter. This is the person that, if there's any signs of like major discomfort or just any sign of resistance, things like that, they just shut down right away. So you typically see this in people who are working out for the first time, or people who are switching maybe their fitness regimen, maybe their fitness style. Maybe they were used to doing something and all of a sudden they're doing something completely different that their body's just not used to. Sometimes you may see them just kind of shut down right away. The third personality is one that I like to call the easy path seeker. So this is the person that they'll do the workout, but they'll do either the bare minimum or they're going to find the easiest way to get it done. They don't necessarily push themselves because for them it's about just getting it over with. The fourth personality is one that I like to call the fault finder. This is the person that will find any and every reason not to do something, or they'll only focus on the reasons why they can't do something or why it's so hard, or find a proper excuse as to why they shouldn't do it. Now, their behavior could be very similar to a lot of the other personalities, the got hit quitter, the easy path seeker. But the distinction in the fault finder is that they focus on what's wrong. That's the thing that you start to notice that's very different from the other personalities. And you may not know that unless you're having a conversation. Trainers will see that because they'll tend to see that type of behavior in some of their clients. Their clients will probably complain a lot more than when they're focusing on a particular goal. The fifth personality is the publicly insecure, or AKA, I don't want to look bad. So a lot of instructors may see this, and some trainers will see this as well, or you'll tend to hear those people say things along the lines of, well, I don't want to go into the weight room. I'm just going to go to the cardio room, or I don't really want to do this, or I'm so intimidated that I'm just not going to go into the gym. So for some people, they run into this issue simply because of the fact that they're more concerned about how they look to other people. And now this can also manifest itself in different ways, but typically you'll see that their concern is about their external environment, not necessarily what they're trying to accomplish. The last personality is a very interesting one for me. It's the one that I call the headstrong, aka I do what I want. So typically, this personality, as an instructor, I have seen it many times. They're the person that is doing their own thing. So even though you have instructed them to do something, they're doing something completely different. Not because they don't know what to do, but because they have chosen to take a different route. They have chosen, I'm going to do this instead. Sometimes that can be frustrating for trainers and instructors, but one of the things that we tend to miss is that there may be a prime reason why someone is being headstrong or why you're seeing that personality. Typically, when you see that headstrong personality, the first thing that I look for is injury, because a lot of times people are trying to protect themselves from a future injury. So it might be the person that says like, "Oh, I'm just not going to work out ever again. The last time I worked out, I got injured." Or they'll say something like, "I'm not working with another trainer. The last time I had a trainer, I got injured." Or they'll say, "Yeah, I'll take this class, but I'm not doing that move because the last time I did that move, I got injured." So typically you'll start to see they put up a lot of roadblocks, and then their behavior will reflect that they're going to do anything and everything possible to avoid injury. Now, injury is not necessarily the only reason for that headstrong behavior, but that's the first thing that I look for when I'm dealing with an individual that's like that. So these are the 6 personalities that you typically will find in a gym. Now, this doesn't mean that you're not going to be any of the others. You may be a combination of these. However, there's one personality that will dominate over the others when it comes to certain situations. Also, keep in mind that different environments may also bring about some of these different personalities. For example, you may be a soldier when it comes to being in a class and listening to an instructor, but maybe you're an easy path seeker when it comes to you working out by yourself. So you want to also look at the distinctions in different environments as far as how you approach your fitness. And hopefully this gives you a better understanding about you and the people that you run into. And also for trainers and instructors that are out there, it'll give you some insight into the type of people that you're running into. If you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, you max your life.